Hi, today I'd like to show you some rock and roll guitar, or boogie guitar as some people call it, and you'll recognise this technique straight away, a technique used in countless traditional rock and roll songs, and I'm talking about this kind of thing. A very popular sound on the guitar, but what am I actually doing? Well, I'm starting out with an open A string. That's this string here, the second string down from the physical top of the guitar, and playing at the same time the third string down from the top of the guitar, a D string, and playing just those two strings like a kind of mini chord. The A string remains open, but the D string just below it I'm pressing on the second fret using my index finger, the fourth fret using my third finger or ring finger, and then my fourth finger occasionally playing the fifth fret. Okay, very important only to strum those two strings. If you can, try deadening the thick E string at the physical top of the guitar with your thumb. If you can't, some people find it difficult, fair enough, but it just means you've got to be more accurate with your strumming. I'm also using the bottom of this finger to sort of try to mute the lower strings, and to a certain extent my other fingers as well, just so if I go down a bit too low it doesn't matter so much. And I'm doing two little strums on each alternation like this. You notice I always go, if I use the fifth fret, I always go to or from it via the fourth fret, because it sounds terrible going. Yeah, you can't go straight from the second to the fifth, it's always got to be via the fourth if you're going to put in the fifth fret. Okay, so the next step, exactly the same, but I'm going down a string. So my open string is now a D, the third string down from the top of the guitar, and I'm pressing the frets on the one below that, the fourth string down, which is the G string, and again just playing just those two strings. Now there's one other mini chord involved, which is with me pressing the notes on the A string, that's the second string down from the physical top of the guitar, and my open string is now the thick E string. Okay, doing exactly the same thing over here with my left hand. Same frets, same fingers. Again, only playing the E and A. Again, I'm deadening the lower strings using the other fingers over here. So, there's only three mini chords or steps involved. The one with the open A, where I'm pressing the D string. The one with the open D, where I'm pressing the frets on the G string, and the one we've just looked at where I'm pressing the frets on the A string with an open bass or thick E. Okay, so how do we remember the sequence of chord changes? Well, quite simply, in terms of the open strings that we've just discussed, it's A, D, A, E, D, A. So if you think of adder, edder, it can help you remember that it's ADA, EDA, the sequence of chord changes in terms of the open notes involved in each stage. And I'm just rounding the whole thing off with an A9, which is a very easy chord to learn because the only fret I'm pressing is D string 2nd fret. All the other strings remain open. But remember to strum downwards from the A string, the 2nd string down from the top of the guitar, and not from the bass E string, because it's an A based chord, so obviously we want an A as the root note so that it goes with the chord. So great way to round it off. So if you want to hear the whole thing, including how the A9 works at the end, I did it right at the beginning of this video, so you can go back and have another listen. You can slow the whole thing down to get a more blues feel, like this. And so on. Or you could only do one strum on each alternation to give it a more sort of upbeat kind of status quo feel, like this. And so on. So you can do a lot with this technique. You can also change the structure slightly. There are some famous rock and roll songs that don't exactly fit the archetypal structure I've just shown you. You might, you know, knock out the odd step, or you might have to make some steps longer than others to fit in with how the lyrics go in a certain song, or because the chorus is twice as long as the verse or whatever. So play around with it and adapt it to your own needs. Enjoy. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to check out our website if you would like further information, or to check out any of our other videos. Bye for now.